9 most expensive paintings in the world. At the beginning of March, on the eve of the first auctions of 2022, by Sotheby's, Christie's, Bonhams, the art specialist Artnet compiled a list of the most expensive paintings in the world. This source predicts that the list will undergo many changes this year due to the development of the auction market and new buyers, including cryptocurrency entrepreneurs. 1. Salvator Mundi. Salvator Mundi holds the first position after being purchased by Saudi Arabian Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman for $450.3 million, including taxes at Christie's auction in November 2017, 4.5 times the estimated price. The artwork, created by Leonardo da Vinci around 1500, depicts Jesus in classical blue attire, his right hand making the sign of the cross, and his left hand holding a crystal orb, symbolizing the celestial sphere of the heavens. Alan Wintermute, a senior specialist in pre-19th century painting at Christie's, compared the artwork to the discovery of a new planet. Salvator Mundi is the holy grail of old master paintings. It's like finding a new planet, he said. The painting was once part of the collection of King Charles I of England. After various historical events, the artwork reappeared in the 19th century in England, in a heavily damaged state. The painting was sold at Christie's auction house in 1958 for $60, making it the only privately owned work by Da Vinci. 2. Interchange. The abstract painting Interchange by artist Willem D. Kooning ranks second with a price of $300 million. According to Bloomberg, the artwork was repurchased by the hedge fund titan Ken Griffin from billionaire David Geffen in September 2015. Created in 1955, with dimensions of 200.7 times 175.3 cm, the artwork is an oil painting on canvas, depicting a woman sitting on a chair in an abstract style. According to Artnet, the artwork is a breakthrough masterpiece with a significant influence on abstract expressionism. The artist sold the painting to an exhibition gallery immediately after completion for $4,000, and it changed hands multiple times. Interchange is currently on loan for display at the Art Institute of Chicago. Willem D. Kooning, 1904-1997, was a Dutch-born painter and a representative of the abstract expressionist movement. He was ranked 9th in top 10 greatest artists of the 20th century by The Times in 2009. 3. The Card Players. In third place is The Card Players, with a price of $250 million. According to Vanity Fair, the royal family of Qatar acquired the artwork in 2011 in a secret transaction. The oil painting, created in 1890, depicts two men from Aix-en-Provence, France, sitting and playing cards. The artwork is a perfect blend of geometry and art. The artist used color to analyze the subjects, shapes, and settings. The Card Players is one of 5 card-playing themed works by Cézanne, considered among the most significant works of post-impressionism. Cézanne, a French genius, is considered a bridge between 19th century Impressionism and 20th century Cubism. He is famously referred to as the father of us all by Picasso. 4. Nafia Fai Poipo, When Will You Marry? Nafia Fai Poipo ranks 4th, with a price of $210 million. According to the New York Times, in 2015, international media reported that the painting was sold by Rudolf Steckelin, former CEO of Sotheby's, to a Qatari buyer for nearly $300 million. However, a legal dispute in July 2017 revealed that the artwork was sold for $210 million in 2014, $90 million less than the initial reports. In 1891, French artist Paul Gauguin traveled to Tahiti in search of creative inspiration. He spent 2 years exploring the country, painting landscapes and native women. Nafia Fai Poipo was created in 1892, using oil on canvas, and it depicts 2 young women sitting on the grass. The girl in the foreground wears traditional Tahitian attire with flowers in her hair, symbolizing her search for a husband. The woman behind her wears Western-style clothing, more modestly. 5. Number 17A. The fifth position goes to Jackson Pollock's Number 17A, with a price of $200 million. The painting was acquired by the hedge fund magnate Ken Griffin at the same time as the artwork Interchange. Number 17A was created in 1948, measuring 112 x 86.5 cm, and it is an oil painting on fiberboard that employs the technique of drift painting. According to Art News, the artwork is a mix of yellow, navy blue, orange, and white, evoking associations with a bird's nest. The painting technique creates complex swirls of color, making it impossible to distinguish between the upper and lower layers. The artwork is also on loan for display at the Art Institute of Chicago. Jackson Pollock, 1912-1956, was a prominent artist of the abstract expressionist movement. He ranks 7th in the 10 greatest artists of the 20th century list published by The Times in 2009. Pollock passed away at the age of 44 in a traffic accident. 6. Number 6. Violet, green, and red. The sixth position belongs to Mark Rothko's Number 6. Violet, green, and red, with a price of $186 million, including taxes. The painting was repurchased by Russian billionaire Rybolovlev from the French wine producer Christian Moueix and his wife in 2014 through the intermediary Bouvier. The artwork was painted in 1951, consisting of unevenly distributed shades of purple, green, and red, stacked on top of each other with soft edges. The artwork is a representative example of Mark Rothko's abstract art style. According to Archive, the artist's special painting technique creates a sense of depth and emits light from within. The soft, fading edges give the impression of a borderless painting. The artist uses color fields and the depth of space to engage the viewer in a dialogue with the artwork. 7. Water Serpents 2. Gustav Klimt's Water Serpents 2 ranks 7th, with a price of $183.8 million. The artwork was painted from 1904 to 1907 using oil on canvas, and it depicts several women lying on a fabric. Mima Dermot believes that the painting reflects Klimt's signature style, sensuous portraits of women with abstract patterns. During World War II, the Nazi regime confiscated the painting from a Jewish woman named Jenny Steiner. Later, the artwork was held by Gustav Usiki's family, the son of Klimt, until 2012, when it was auctioned. Due to its historical significance, the proceeds were divided between the Usiki and Steiner families. Gustav Klimt, 1862-1918, ranks 3rd in the Times list of the 10 greatest artists of the 20th century. He is considered a prominent figure of the symbolist movement, primarily known for portraying women, exploring their sensuality, whether in modest clothing or nude. 8. Pendant Portraits of Merton Soolmans and Upjan Kapit. Pendant Portraits of Merton Soolmans and Upjan Kapit rank 8th with a price of $180 million. The artwork was jointly acquired by the Rijksmuseum Netherlands and the Louvre, France in February 2016 for display. The paintings depict Merton Soolmans and his wife, Upjan Kapit, a famous couple from the Amsterdam aristocracy, in 1634 to commemorate their first wedding anniversary. The two paintings portray their likenesses, with life-size dimensions. They were created separately, but are preserved and displayed together. Rembrandt is considered one of the most important figures in the history of art before the 19th century. He is famous for group portraits and self-portraits. 9. Les Femmesdalger version O. Les Femmesdalger version O ranks 9th with a price of $179.4 million, sold at Christie's auction in May 2015. The buyer was the former Prime Minister of Qatar, Hamad bin Jassim bin Jaber Al Thani. The artwork was painted by Picasso in 1955, depicting women in various angles and shapes, often topless, in a room with abstract elements. Olivier Camus, vice president of Christie's, commented, "The composition is like being framed, created in a cubist manner, with scenery and intense colors that make a wonderful overall effect. This is one of the most famous masterpieces of the artist. Les Femmesdalger is the final work in a series of 15 paintings Picasso created from 1954 to 1955, inspired by Eugène Delacroix's 1834 painting, Femmesdalger dans leur appartement,